about some information. It was initially told that all of North Alabama would be put under that watch, but that excluded Northeast Alabama when the watch was put up. So just want to get on here and correct that. We was told that by a very trustworthy person, so something must have happened there. But we are continuing to watch the warm front move in. That's going to determine a lot of this. I believe if it does make it this far northeast, we will be added to that watch. So far, we're still watching it. But areas that are included in that watch, now this goes until 4 a.m. Few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes, possible scattered damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts up to 75 miles per hour possible. Isolated large hail events up to 1 inch in diameter possible. So something we're going to be keeping an eye on. Now let's look and see if we can get all these counties up here on the map. And we'll go from there. So let me back everything up here. I've got a lot of stuff up. Okay, so we're trying to back everything up here. Bear with me. Okay, so back to the radar. Let me switch the radar out. All right, so getting that up. Tornado watch in effect. Let's look at that. That tornado watch has been issued for portions of northern and central Alabama and northeastern Mississippi, effective this Saturday night and Sunday morning from 8:10 p.m. until 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, we just read all that information, so it's going to be for, again, areas of northern and central Alabama, northeast Mississippi. A few tornadoes likely, a couple intense tornadoes possible. That's along the watch area there. Does not include Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties just yet. We're going to wait and see how far north this warm front does go. As you've noticed from the last time, it has moved further north. So we're still waiting to see if it's going to be able to push into our counties. But there is a big watch along that area, and we was initially told and informed that there would be a watch for all of North Alabama, which would include Northeast Alabama, but that is not the case. They have left us out of that watch for now. There is a possibility we could be added to it, though, as this front moves through. So what are we looking at? Let's switch radar out here. Hello, Kevin. See, you're on. We are working with another team's now working with us, so we're working to cover more of the area, have a lot more information coming in than what we have had. So looking at the radar right now, of course, even my radar here shows that Northeast Alabama is in that watch. Well, actually, that's the mesoscale discussion. I apologize. That is not the watch. So the watch area is just to the west of us. But what we're watching here is some of these supercells developing out ahead of the front here. To the west, and that's getting pretty close to moving into Alabama down there. So very nasty looking line of storms there coming into the region. So I've got some pretty nasty stuff on the way. Several tornado warnings down through there. All this continuing to move into the northeast, and our warm front is positioned, I'm going to estimate it's positioned like probably right through here somewhere, maybe a little bit further north. That's supposed to continue to progress off to the northeast. If it makes it this far north, we could go on. We will likely be added to those watches. But as of right now goes, we have not been added to that watch. That does exclude DeKalb, Jackson, and Marshall counties. So we are continuing to watch the radar. Some really nasty looking little cells right there trying to rotate. Or actually, they're not trying to rotate. They are rotating. So that's a pretty nasty one down there around Starkville, Mississippi. Really nasty looking one there. So let's look at the velocity on this. And I'm way too far away. I forgot. I'm not even on the right radar. Okay, maybe I am on the right radar. Sorry about that. I guess I am on the right radar. But yeah, stuff like this is what we're going to be watching up in our area later tonight. If that warm front continues to progress northeast and it does move over us, I'm actually going to give the Weather Service a call here in just a minute and see what they think about that. I like to get more of an opinion than mine. So Continuing to watch this. That's some nasty looking rotation, especially up in these areas here. There was a little couplet right there. Severe thunderstorm, warned storm. That's moving northeast toward New Holka. That's really hard to say. Mississippi. So we're going to be dealing with more than likely some stuff very similar to this as it moves into northeast Alabama. Some embedded rotations and stuff is a possibility if that warm front continues to progress northeast, and it does make it this far northeast. There's a possibility of that. Us getting some brief spin ups over here, but right now, looking at the radar, our warm front does appear to be progressing further northeast. Now getting some rainfall, moderate stuff into Arab, some thunder and lightning, and it looks like it's going to continue to progress northeast. So we'll keep you updated. We do expect the main line of severe storms to get into northwest Alabama around 10 p.m., so we're getting close to that time frame. We're going to keep an eye on these for everybody, and if a warning's issued, we will definitely let you know. Got your live stream on Northern Alabama Weather Center. Awesome. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I know our stream just went up to 57. Yeah, there is several kinks in the line. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Make sure you have your weather radios ready. Everything's set. That way you can get warnings if they are issued. We will be going live here. But again, for those that may just be joining us, a tornado watch did go up. Bring that back up, but it does not include northeast Alabama at this time, even though we was told it would. It does not include northeast Alabama yet, but there is a possibility Madison, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties could be added to this later on. There's a really good possibility if the warm front makes it this far north. So just keep that in mind, and I personally believe it will. We're continuing to watch it. So thanks everybody for watching. We're going to get off here, sit back, watch the radar a little bit longer, and if anything pops up, we will let you know. So thanks for letting everybody know. Again, this does not include DeKalb, Jackson, Marshall, or Madison just yet. Let's see. There is a shelter. I'm just reading the comments here. I'm not sure if there's one in Pisgah, but I do know the fire departments do open them up. Let me try to search some information real quick for you, and I'll see if I can find anything regarding that. I do know that most of the fire departments around do have storm shelters. Okay, thanks, Brianna. Yeah, there's a couple at the high school. All right, keep these in mind. These are not opened up unless a watch is issued. So, if there is not a watch issued for our county, the storm shelters will not be open. That is the only bad thing about it. If this thing does progress northeast as we're expecting it to, a watch would be very beneficial because the shelters do not open unless they are we're activated up and a watch is issued. So we'll keep you updated on that. I really think myself we will be added to that watch later on, especially with that warm front continuing northeast like it is. So thanks again, everybody. God bless. Take care. We'll see you on the next update.